בוקר טוב חברים, we up to שערי תשובה, שער שלישי, אות למ"ט. Before we're going to start this piece, I want to read a story from this book. It's called Sfat Melech, on page Shin Yud Tet. I want to read this story. This is Sefer HaSpedim from all the rabbis that they eulogized the rabbi when he passed away. So the whole book, it's called Sfat Melech. זה ההספדים שהספידו אותו all תלמידי חכמים בהלוויה, in the funeral, and ב-30. And they print this book. So one of the הספדים over here is Yehuda Tzadok. Who is he? That's the rabbi's, one of the rabbi's grandson. Happens to be that the rabbi really, really liked him. Okay. Huh? 5 years ago. He writes a story. Yom Echad, one day, Mishu higia lesaba, someone came to the grandfather, the rabbi, alav shalom, ve'amar lo, and told him, Shama'nu, we heard, and v'kulam medabrim, and all, like it became a whole, the talk of the town, שהרב מסוכסך עם איזה רב מסוים. There is a lot, big rumors that the rabbi, he has a fight, something with a certain rabbi. וצריך לעשות פה שלום, and we got to bring a peace between Saba and the other big gadol. Saba Amar, meaning every time I'm going to say Saba, it means the rabbi. Saba Amar, Ani? Has v'shalom. I have something to do, as if I hate him or I don't like him or something. Has v'shalom. אני אוהב אותו אהבת נפש. He's so dear to me. איך אפשר להגיד עליי כזה דבר? How can he say such a thing about me that I have an issue with someone and I don't like him and השם ישמור? יכול להיות שיש איזה פרט שאני לא מסכים. There's maybe something that I disagree. Okay, זה פוסק, וזה פוסק, two פוסקים. Maybe there is something in halacha that I disagree with him, that's for sure. אבל חס ושלום שאני, I have something against him personally. חס ושלום, אני אוהב אותו אהבת עולם. That's what the rabbi tells him. ענה לו אותו אדם. The grandson writes, the person continues and he tells the rabbi, יכול להיות שמצד הרב ככה, maybe that's what the rabbi really feels, אבל הציבור מדבר לא כך. But the people outside, they don't know the story maybe, but people speak outside that you have a whole issue with this rabbi. Saba amar has v'shalom. V'shuv, the person tells the rabbi, אבל הציבור מדבר ככה. But the people are talking that you do have issue with that person. Not a person. Big rabbi. Posek. Big posek. סבא ענה, ככה? תביא עכשיו רכב. ככה? Go bring right now a car. אני רוצה לנסוע אליו הביתה. Let's go to the rabbi now. If the tzibur think, I have something against this rabbi and by now I'm holding any grudges, go bring now a car. We're gonna, I'm the chief of right. I'm going to his house. Go bring a car. That's what he tells the person who tells him in his office. Kulam nidhamu. The people in the office, they were shocked. People talk, let them talk. No, if people talk, and there's rumors that I have something against, Now, just for you guys to know, I know I know the story. I know the details of the story. The rabbi is older than him, and hacham mimeno. But yet, when he heard that these people are talking, that the rabbi has something against him, he doesn't go bring a car right now. The people in the office were shocked. Saba yarad mehalishka. He left. If you guys know, his office was second floor. He went down. Ala auto. He went inside the car. Nas'u lebait shel oto harav. They went to that specific rabbi's house. Saba ala b'madregot kama komot. Saba, he went upstairs. He went up a couple floors. קשה לרב. He was already close to the age of 80. מגיע לפתח הבית. He gets to the door. דופק. The rabbi knocks on the door. מי פתח את הדלת? He opened the door. אותו רב. The rabbi who lived in the house, he opens the door. הוא ראה את סבא והוא נבהל. When he saw the grandfather by the door, he got shocked. מה הרב עושה פה? What are you doing here? אמרו לי שאני מסוכסך איתך. People are saying that I have something against you. אני לא מסוכסך איתך. אני אוהב אותך אהבת עולם. I'm coming to tell you that I have nothing against you. There is no personal any issues against you, and I love you אהבת עולם. איך שהרב הזה ראה אותו, as this rabbi saw the rabbis by the door, what he said, אמר לו, ירבו כמותך בישראל. נשק וחיבק אותו. Yeah. הרב השני tells the rabbi עליו השלום, ירבו כמותך בישראל. It should be תלמידי חכמים like you בעם ישראל. He hugged them and he kissed him. סבא אמר, grandfather tells the rabbi, יכול להיות שאני לא מסכים איתך בעניין הזה והזה, maybe I disagree with you הלכה wise, אבל אני אוהב אותך אהבת עולם, וסבא חזר, he repeated himself a couple of times, I have nothing against you, I love you, we could disagree halacha wise, but I have nothing against you. That's the story that happened. And obviously it became a whole to-do in Nebrak when that story came out. יום אחר כך שמעתי את הסיפור. The grandson says, a day after I heard the whole story, and ונסעתי לסבא. I went to my grandfather. He came to his grandfather ואמר לו, סבא, תורה היא וללמוד אני צריך. I came to learn Torah from you, and I want to know and I want to understand. סבא אומר, you always said, אני לא הולך לאירועים, I don't go to any events, weddings, bar mitzvot, britot. He doesn't. I'm telling you, he was close to the age of 80, and he says to his grandfather, Saba, you stop going to many events because kisaba halash, because you're very, very weak. By the way, the Rabbi Alav Shalom, the only tzomot he fasted was Yom Kippur, that's it. All the rest, אולי עצם שנים. הוא היה חלש. In addition, בתפילת לך דודי, הוא לא עמד, הוא היה יושב. הוא היה חלש מאוד. או שנה רבה בשבועות night, he was not up. We used to wake up early to pray with the ציבור. הוא היה מאוד חלש. So he tells him, סבא, אתה חלש. וסבא אומר תמיד שאין לי כוח. You always say, you have no strength. ותעזבו אותי, and stop bothering me, כי אני רוצה לשבת וללמוד. So I have a question, Saba. If you had an issue with the person who came to you yesterday, who was just telling you, I don't know, it's a gossipy, whatever, rumored. So if you really worry, why didn't you call him? Lama Saba Loharim telephone. Why didn't you call the rabbi and get things done quick right away? Lama Saba Kol Kach Tarah. Why did you took yourself? Let's go downstairs. You drove there and you go upstairs. You walked upstairs a couple of floors. What for? תשמעו את הסיפור. סבא אמר לי, מה זה לחיות חיי העולם הבא? What is to live עולם הבא lives? הוא אמר לי, he told me, תשמע יהודה, listen to me, כשהגיע לבית דין של מעלה אחרי 120, after 120 I'm going to go up to שמיים, אריאל, הגיע לפני הקדוש ברוך הוא, I'm going to stand in front of הקדוש ברוך הוא, והקדוש ברוך הוא יגיד לי, שלמה, מדברים עליך שאתה מסוכסך עם פלוני אלמוני, people are going to talk, people are talking that you have issue with Mr. So and so. מה? אז איך אני אעמוד לפני הקדוש ברוך הוא? שהקדוש ברוך הוא ישאל אותי, איך אנשים מדברים עליך ככה? How can I stand in front of הקדוש ברוך הוא when he's going to ask me, people are talking behind your back that you are fighting with someone. People are talking it behind your back. למה מדברים עליך ככה? So right away I went to him. שמעתם מה הוא אמר לו? אני אבוא לבית דין של מעלה, והקדוש ברוך הוא ישאל אותי, שלמה, למה מדברים עליך ככה? למה? Why did people talk behind your back שאתה מסוכסך with Mr. So and so? למה? אין נשארת. Pause. I hear. And who would know about that? But when he drove and he went there, and people, all the neighbors saw the chief rabbi went out of a car, and people are talking, it became the hack. It was the news of the day. הבנת? בטלפון אף אחד לא יודע. מישהו פגע בחבר שלו, at ברבים, you cannot call him, but, on the phone. The same way he embarrassed him in public, ההלכה אומרת, הוא חייב לבקש ממנו מחילה in public. That's one. Second, על לשון הרע, כמעט אין כפרה. Why? אמרת על מישהו לשון הרע. Right? And then you went to him, I'm sorry. Who heard the sorry? Nobody. But השמועה in town, that Mr. So-and-so, עשה כך וכך. אז מה? So, saying I'm sorry on the phone, it doesn't do anything. אף אחד לא יודע את זה. לכן צריך מאוד 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 להיזהר כשמדברים. הבנו? So the rabbi tells his grandson, Yehuda, it's not going to help if I'm going to call him. He had, אני מכיר את הרב לא מהיום. The rabbi had his עולם הבא in front of his eyes all day long. וזה הוא פחד כל הזמן. And that's why he never had any enemies. He never had anything. He kept peace in kulam. And even people that really, really, really ruined his life, you anashim ra'im. Listen, when you're in that such a position, יש לך הרבה שונאים והרבה קנאים והרבה אנשים רעים. People really, שהרסו לו את הבריאות, they ruined his health. הוא מחל להם. I'm telling you, I heard from him not once, not twice, not three. He never had grudges against anybody. אני אומר לכם את זה, בטוח, אני הייתי שם. It's so easy to, to say, oh, I'm also, yeah. So just check yourself. I'm talking to my sisters. I'm talking to my brothers, my brother-in-laws, my sister-in-laws, my in-laws, all the laws are, what's your relationship with them? And then tell I get, so they the one my friend from 20 years ago, 9th grade. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking to people that around you, people around you, family first. יש תנא דבי אליהו שהוא כותב, מי שחי עם משפחה טוב, זה בטוח שהוא בן העולם הבא. שמעתם מה כתוב? If you have family, and you get along with everybody, אומר, התנא דבי אליהו, בטוח שיש לו עולם הבא. Because you know where all the Ben Adam Hatorah starts with? Your own family. Brothers, sisters, nephews, nieces, weddings, bar mitzvot, britot, getting a fan, why did it come, how come, כל הצרות שבעולם, it's there. וזה בכמויות, and you're never going to finish. So if you get along with your family first, כתוב בתנא דבי אליהו, that's for sure שלך עולם הבא, אין כזה דבר שלך עולם הבא, because,
Get along, but they don't get along.
The laws, talking about the laws, right?
No, I'm talking about every family. You get along, but they don't want to get along. What
That, be careful, yes.
I'm saying, it's right, but they have their own way, and they want to be. That's what we can't. It's hard for you to get along when you do that.
אני אגיד לך סיפור מאוד יפה. You know, I'm telling you, I don't know what I had when I was much younger. That I was very close to the rabbi, but I learned so much from him. It's unbelievable. I knew someone in his family that did something not right. He's someone that did something not right. Not a judge, I'm not taking any side, but I saw something. Usually, what people will react in such a matter, people would keep the kids away from that relative. That's how it works. If you have two brothers and they had business and they got into a big fight and they separated, that's it. We don't talk, and and the kids don't talk. The rabbi made sure to send his kids to all his semachot. And he made sure to keep in touch with him. And even the rabbi himself, he wasn't against him. קיבל אותו בחגים וכולי. היה משהו שכעס על מה שקרה, אבל זה היה באותו שעה. אבל he didn't turn it as in, to become an enemy or to separate the kids from that relative. The guy who did, he did on purpose, for sure. On purpose. אבל הוא לא ראה the outcome, the damage that he's doing. He did something that damage is big. ואז הרב אמר משהו למשפחה שלו. Happens to be that the rabbi, Amram, I'm in touch with him. This thing came up 2 weeks ago. הוא סיפר לי את זה, אבל אני ידעתי, I knew the story from מקום משהו אחר. The rabbi he always says to parents, let me remember the line, איך הוא אמר את זה בעברית, שאם you guys תבינו את זה אחר כך באנגלית. In Hebrew it sounds better. הוא אמר ככה, אל תירש לבנים שלך את השונאים שלך. יהיה להם שונאים משלהם. תירש להם כסף. שמעתם מה אמר הרב? יש לך אבא leaves ירושה to the kids. So he tells, don't leave the Yerusha of your enemies to your children. They're going to have their own enemies. You know my kavanah po? If I have someone that I don't like, or I hate him, and I don't want to know him, and I don't want to go to anything to do with him, and I'm talking about relative, yeah? Do you keep your kids also in the same status that we don't go to him, and you teach them to hate him? We're not going to go to this uncle. We're not going to go to this cousin. We're not going to go to this. Why? Because ABC. But you're training your kid to hate someone that he didn't do to him anything. אמר אבא לא מוריש לילדים שונאים, אבא מוריש לילדים כסף. שמעת? רגע. אני עניתי לך בעקיפין על ההתנהגות שלו. יש שם מישהו שבוא נגיד, להסתדר, היה בעיה איתו. אוקיי? היה מין, זה לא היה דיסטנס, But it was something that whatever I could do to keep the peace, I keep the peace. Whatever I can't, I can't. You know, הרמב"ם כותב 100 פרצופים, 100 faces, 100 דעות, 100 opinions. ככה כותב הרמב"ם. And his line is כשם שפרצופיהם שונים, כך דעותיהם שונות. The same way you have different faces, so too you have different opinions. And listen to this. His line was, I cannot be a face of 100 opinions. שמעת מה אמר הרב? אני לא יכול להיות אדם של בעל 100 דעות. מה הכוונה? If there is, and there's always something, אנשים שאתה לא יכול, הם לא הכי מיושבים, אוקיי, אני לא צריך ללכת ו-twist my head. אני אומר שלום לכולם, אני מתנהג יפה בכולם. תמיד יהיה people, they're going to talk behind your back, תמיד יהיה people who are going to be, you know, הרב היה אומר, דתן ואבירם וקורח יש בכל קהילה. אני הבנתי, אני רוצה להסביר לך, אני מסביר לך משהו. שנייה, דקה. Everywhere you're going to have this someone in the show, איזה דתן ואבירם אחד שעושה מחלוקת, או איזה כוח שעושה מחלוקת, וזה גם כן, גם במשפחות יש את הדברים האלו. So you have to know, you don't have to go clash head to head, שלום, והם ממשיכים הלאה את החיים. But for me to go ahead and to twist my whole life,
like some people like to be alone by themselves. They don't feel like this. I don't want nothing to do with you. Some people with other religions, different types of opinion than you have. So what do you do? How do you get close to this person? You just leave it alone.
קודם כל, it starts from, if you can understand that the one who behaves this way, who מסכן, then מפה אתה מתחיל להסתדר איתו. Again, אני מתחיל לך עוד פעם. מי שרוצה להיות לבד, that's something against human nature. You know, anti-social, זה לא אדם מן היישוב. זה משהו כנראה, something to do with the childhood, יכול להיות משהו בחיים הוא עבר, so הוא מסכן. So if I'm...
How do you decide on his own to be on his own? So if you got his own, how are you going to get the family close? How are you going to make sure that your kids and their kids become close?
Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can't do that. Just leave it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes. Yeah. The peace is it is stay away. Yes. אבל אתה צריך להבין שזה מגיע למקום שהוא מסכן. That's it. לפעמים אנשים, they get very upset on other people. There is no reason to be upset. הוא פשוט מסכן. And once you understand that הבן אדם הוא מסכן, so you're not going to get hurt, you're not going to get offended, because from the beginning אתה יודע הוא מסכן. But the minute you think he's so normal, so everything that happens, you get upset, and you get mad, and it's all to do in the house. לא צריך. Put a label, מסכן, מפה והלאה, אתה מרחם עליו, that's it. ואם זה ככה, החיים הרבה יותר טוב, הרבה יותר בריא. Let's work on ourselves, no stop it. רבותיי, זה היה היום, אתה שומע מוטי? Today זה היה הקדמה לאות למתת, לא תשנא את אחיך בלבבך. זה הקדמה, today was the introduction of the love, don't hate your brother. I don't have to hate him. הוא מסכן. זה הוא מסכן, yeah.